First day MBAA, not a whole lot of major news here except for one thing. 150 stations all set up now for Gogo 5G. That's an amazing accomplishment.
Yeah, the team did a phenomenal job, and you know, developing and deploying a network of 150 sites in and of itself is a tremendous task, but when you consider the fact that the design of the project, of the LRUs, the ground-based equipment, the data centers, things that people don't even think about, all of this was done through the COVID shutdown with 5 different countries, 3 different continents, and about 6 or 7 different tier 1 suppliers from Cisco to Airspan, countries in the UK, Israel, and doing this through a COVID environment, having to figure out how do you test the hardware, getting people to volunteer to come in to test hardware so we can go to validation and qual. To get us to this point is truly a feat. The team is, hats off to the team.
What is the deployment going to look like from here?
So the airborne radio has an STC MPMA, the antennas have an STC MPMA, and the 150 site nationwide network is deployed. The issue that we had about a month and a half ago is that we were informed that on the first production run of the 5G chipset, Samsung found a manufacturing error. And that was a devastating blow for us. Matter of fact, we took a second thought of our celebration here. We did a celebration of the completion of the network last night, and we're getting ready to do one in the booth again. And we almost postponed those plans because the reality is that we're not going to be able to start shipping the radios until we get that 5G chipset sometime in mid next year. But with everything the team has achieved, we just felt, no, this is still worth the celebration. So that's where we're at in terms of the actual deployment. Really, we're just waiting on that 5G chipset. What is so exciting about 5G for us is that really, when we first got into this business, it was all about your email. But today, it's not just about your email. It's about how do you stay in contact with the kids or with mom, with the office, how do you get the Excel spreadsheet, buying tickets for the concert, or making a dinner reservation for when you land to take your wife or your significant other to a place. So, connectivity now is a part of our everyday life. What 5G is going to give us is the ability to take that to the aircraft so that passengers and aircraft owners can do the exact same thing in the air as they do on the ground. It's really exciting both from a technology but also from a user standpoint.
Well, one of the things that's been exciting about working with you all is you've always got something next. And I'm very curious at this point how you top this.
Well, really, where we're headed for now, so global broadband is our next. The item that has really gone unnoticed is how we're deploying this. Back in 2017, we announced this thing called the AVANCE platform. And people didn't really quite get it. They thought it was a smart router. It wasn't. It was part of a strategic plan that Gogo has had for quite some time on how do we break the paradigm in aviation that every time something new comes out, you got to rip out the old and put the new in. And so today, all of our AVANCE customers have a easy, affordable way to upgrade to the 5G system. And we are now going to extend that as well to the global broadband system. So our global broadband system, if you have an AVANCE platform on your aircraft, whether it's an L3, an SCS, or an L5, which are different variances of the product depending on what you're using it for, all you're going to have to do is connect power to the antenna and Ethernet to the AVANCE box, and that's your installation. And it fits on any size aircraft. So really where we're headed for now, because right now only 30% of the people in aviation have a good connectivity system, what I'd call a broadband system. So we want to turn that around on its, we want to make it 70% of the people do. And the way we're going to do that is by continuing to drive down the cost of the equipment, the installation time, and the service. That's really the next magical next.
The future of USB charging power has arrived. Introducing new ultra-fast charging TA360 USB chargers. Unlock the power of USB Power Delivery PD technology. Max power. Multiple configurations. In-seat cabin, cockpit, and galley USB power, and a direct upgrade for all TrueBlue Power USB chargers, compatible with any USB electronic device. Easy to install, backed by the best. TrueBlue Power, the USB experts.